Hey, Taya,
Hi, let me put my background on. Sorry.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, it's in my Yeti. Hold on. Hold on.
Are Blake and Ryan supposed to join us too?
Yeah, but listen, that photo does not work. I'm sorry. Can you just add Ryan's single photo? We can't use that photo on this slide. When you're talking about people, you want it to be about them. Can you I found a photo of Blake, but I don't have time to find a photo of Ryan. You can pull it from our investor deck.
Okay, hold on.
And then let's go ahead. Are people in the waiting room?
No, I don't see anyone in the waiting room yet.
Okay, good. Okay. I was like, oh gosh, this is
Oh
so
shoot, yeah, they are in the waiting room.
okay. Go ahead and let people
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll just manage the slideshow and then I'll make edits to that slide on the side.
I can run it. Just
Oh,
see if you can get.
okay, just give me a second.
Let me switch my AirPods because the lawn is happening. Hello.
There we go. Hi.
Hi,
everyone.
yeah, good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's been too long.
I know. I feel like I was saying to somebody, I was like, oh, well, like we just saw each other a few months ago. And they were like, no, babe. That was like a year and a half ago.
Year and a
like,
half?
oh, yeah. Okay.
I think, was I pregnant at the time?
Oh, no. I was saying, I was talking to somebody, how my time is all warped. And I was like, oh, we just saw each other. And they were like, no, actually, we have not.
I know. I was trying to think of when you interviewed me for the podcast, how long ago that was.
A long time ago. I think Taya has it on one of these slides. Season 1. So we're now, and that was episode 15. We're now in season 3, episode like 106.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on all that.
Thank you. Hey, Lisa.
How you doing?
So much. Good. Happy Friday. Yumi's coming on. We'll give it a few more minutes.
Hi, Kendra.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're just like happy Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucy, and hey, Ryan.
Hey there.
Hello, bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
Hi. Yumi, Katia, and I see.
Hi,
I see
beautiful
you guys.
people.
Hello. How are you?
Wonderful, amazing, blessed, awesome, great, beautiful. Thinking of all the adjectives.
You're like all of the adjectives. Where are you? I should say.
Yeah.
Where are you, Yumi?
I just got back from Colombia. I was making some, I was right after South by South. And now I'm back I just got back in New York City now.
Oh, nice. I know after your big sellout between our house and all of your events, girl, you were like selling out.
I think you guys were definitely my blessing. A lot of people saw you guys after that and it went really, really well. So I'm so glad I was able to sell at the founder's house there because I love the house. I don't even want to talk about how amazing Southwest was. I'm doing a whole post about it, but let me just tell you, there are so many people that want to know all about Brain Trust Founders Studio and everything that you do, and they want to be in it next year. So it's exciting.
Well, absolutely. And we want everybody in. Like, it's so exciting. And like, you set the tone for the whole day. I have to tell you that Mimi, who was there, she runs Amazon Good Books, like the bookstore, which Leah, I'll introduce you to her actually. Tia, let's introduce Leah to Mimi. And she said that was like the best thing that she had gone to at South by Southwest. And I was like, what? Didn't Amazon have their own event? So that was exciting.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that a lot of people had a good time. I love the house. And then when everybody came and started dancing in the evening, I was like, where am I? Austin is the spot.
That was Brandon's whole the cookout idea. So it was like, it was fun. It was fun. We have more to come. I will jump in. Jenny is out today, so Tay and I, bear with us. We're gonna run this show. So let's jump in and we'll get our deck going here. Taya, I can drive since I am always the one like talking so much and keeping us off track. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. So to kick things off, our economic advancement report, I know we continue to talk about this, but the love and the support continues every week. Thank you guys again for supporting. I know we have some new founders on. Our economic advancement report was basically our way to celebrate each of you and the amazing work that you have done to build your brands, grow your brands, hire new people. 116 new jobs were generated through our studio and your companies alone. So first report came out. We are going to be doing another report in October with more case studies. Last Friday, Elle magazine came out by Kayla, who I know many of us love, who was also at Founders House. Just a great article. We had 6 of our Brain Trust Founders Studio founders who were featured, who did interviews in the story. So let's, continue to share. Thank you guys for all of your support. When the surveys come out, make sure that you participate, and there is a box on there if you want to be featured by name or if you want to participate. So more to come there, and please make sure that you download the report so that you can also share it within your networks. I will say as you guys know, we talk about verifiable, tangible results, especially as Black founders. And it is so important that not only are we talking about it, selling our products, but that we can also celebrate and share our wins. And we can really do that through data. So that's how we show and prove. Founders House, Yumi was just talking about her time there. She opened up Founders House with a beautiful morning wellness session. You see her there in the corner having a sellout day with Flex and Fly. We had so many founders who came through, who participated. We wanted to give a special shout out to the founders who participated in programming. We did 3 panels throughout the day. And so we had founders participating on our panels. And then we also, of course, had our Black Beauty Bazaar, Black Beauty Bazaar is really the anchor of why we started Founders House, really to create this shopping experience, to bring our founders together in different spaces outside of the traditional kind of retail environment, and to create the live shopping moments to give more reach and exposure. So, we are so excited for Founders House coming up during Essence Festival, Cosmoprof, Martha's Vineyard, New York Fashion Week, and Los Angeles. And I'm happy to say that Martha's Vineyard, which we will get you all the dates, is happening 8th through the 10th. But one of the exciting things is that we're hosting it at Julie Wilson's house. Julie Wilson, as you all know, editor at large for Cosmo. She's also the executive director for my nonprofit Beauty United. But her family has a house in Oak Bluffs, and it's 3 generations of ownership. And so she's hosting us. She's an investor in our Brain Trust Fund. So she is one of us. New York Fashion Week, we're hosting it at Covet in Maine. Zafina Smith, who is also one of our Brain Trust Founders Studio founders, and owns a salon there. So not only are we using spaces from our founders, but we're also bringing our founders together. And that's what makes this really special. We will send you guys a recap highlight reel of South by Southwest. To Yumi's point, it was lit. We had a cookout, we had all these things. And then we'll send you guys calendar dates for the founder houses coming up. And if you want to participate, especially in the Black Beauty Bazaar, just make sure that you let us know. I know that we had to cut off the spaces for South by Southwest just based upon the capacity of the house, which those of you that were there, you saw the inside. So if we can know who's thinking about participating, that it helps us when we're picking out venues, because we don't want to turn any of you away, but we want to make sure that we can plan accordingly so that there is space. So thank you for the patience for those of you who wanted to participate. Just let us know early so that we have enough space. but super excited for everything that's coming for Founders House. Next up, and I'm going quickly because I want to make sure we can get to everything today. So I'm so excited. We have Leah Freeman Haskin on, who is one of our Brain Trust Founder Studio members. She's also the founder of Black Oceans, which you have not checked it out. It's a beautiful site. Leah saw the feature with Relevant with Nikeo, who's also one of our members, but there's editorial content, there's a Black owned business directory, and very focused on fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and kids. And so as a multi-hyphenate myself, I love founders who are also taking their passions and putting them into other areas. And so Leah has written this amazing book, The Last Two Crayons. We just wanted to take a second and Leah kind of just talk about this book. As a community, we are here to support each other. We just had an Ask Me Anything with Ron Robinson for his big selling day on Ulta. So we are all here to support the release of your book. So do you want to talk about it? Why did you decide to launch a book in this particular book?
Thank you so much, Kendra. It's wonderful to be here, and I really appreciate you highlighting the book and my work. It means the world to me. So yeah, The Last Two Crayons is really a labor of love, as all of our projects really are. I will say I put pen to paper back when my son was 2. He's now almost 9. So this has been a very long process for me. But it's been super rewarding, and the last few years have also been very exciting, a really wonderful, creative, collaborative journey with my publisher and with the illustrator, Shantala Robinson. So I'm super proud of the book. It was inspired by a children's book that my mother gave me when I was little called Brown is a Beautiful Color, which was a book about the celebration of all things brown. And so I kind of ran with that idea. And it inspired this story, which is about a little girl who's in an art class, and she's the last one to make it to the art table, and there are only 2 crayons left that nobody wants, and it's the 2 brown crayons. And at first a little discouraged, she eventually draws some beautiful brown pictures, and then the last one is of herself and her family. So it's really just a story about self-love. It's a celebration of the color brown, and I can't wait for everyone to read it.
Oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. And you're so creative, and you're such an excellent writer, the way that you've taken your passion and curated Black Oceans. And so we're so excited for this book. Tell us where we can get the book. We have a QR code, and we'll make sure that we post this in the community. Where can we shop? Where can we pre-order?
Thank you so much for posting the QR code. Pre-orders are available on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, on Goodreads. Those are probably the top 3. And then hopefully come April 4th, it'll be available in libraries across the country, bookstores. If you know of any great Black-owned independent bookstores, let me know. I would love to share that with my publisher to make sure that the book gets into all of the best kind of independent bookstores across the country. So yeah, pre-order Amazon or Barnes & Noble, either link works.
This is great. And Ryan Pierce manages our relationship with Build in Tulsa and the Tulsa team. And we were just at an amazing Black-owned, female Black-owned bookstore in January. So Ryan, this could be a great one for us to introduce Leah to.
I think it was a Fulton Street.
Yeah, it was Fulton Street, right, Ryan?
Yes, I met her.
believe
as
so.
well. Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful
it's beautiful. Like, as we were talking, I was like, oh my gosh, we all have to go there. And we'll be there soon, as well as a community. So we can make sure we'll be there in April, actually, April 29th.
All right, well, let me know if it's there.
Absolutely. Does anybody have any questions for Leah? I'm trying to look in the chat. I do have one question, because I always have a question. I know that there's several founders who have been talking about writing books, creating books, to go from kind of launching your own brand and community with Black Oceans. How did you decide to write a book? I know you said your son was this age and now he's 9. Did you write the book and then go to a publisher? Did a publisher find you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a long process. I've always been a writer. I never even considered children's books until I had my first son. And then I was kind of thrown into the world of children's picture books. And I was like, this is so fun and incredible. And I would love to give it a shot. So I wrote the manuscript. I actually got an agent. And unfortunately, it didn't work out with the agent. I didn't feel like she was advocating for the book as much as I would have liked. So we actually parted ways. And although I was very discouraged by that whole experience, I decided to advocate for myself and start pitching to publishers myself. I have a little bit of a background in PR. I have a lot of a background in marketing. And I felt like, you know what, I have the tools that I can do this myself. So I started pitching to publishers. I probably got over 100, maybe 200 rejections. But just kept going because I was super passionate about the story, and eventually landed with a wonderful global publisher based in Toronto, who has just been a joy to work with. So yeah, it hasn't been an easy journey at all, but definitely rewarding and worth it.
Well, we are all rooting for you, and we know as founders and entrepreneurs, our greatest rewards comes with our biggest risk, but having passion to really stay the course. And whenever we want to do something, let's like sticking with it until we get there, and you've done that. So we're rooting for you, we're cheering for you. We will put this in the app, but congratulations.
Thank you so much, Kendra. Thank you everyone for the support. I appreciate it.
Okay, and next up, let's look at quick
Hey,
programming. Oh, yes.
Just a quick question that I just saw in the chat about Leah. What's your recommendation for age group, ma'am? 3 to
Yes,
6.
I just posted.
Okay.
Yeah, the publisher recommends 3 to 6.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm dual tasking today. So all the support and help is much appreciated. So one of the things we had a slate of programming, which I'm sure you guys saw in April. Jenny being my great partner in this, coming out of the AMA with Ron, we got such great feedback, and I was getting text messages about wanting to dive into retail. So one of the things that we're looking at for April is kind of an all about retail session. So thank you for your feedback. As you know, as you text me, we always are listening. So one of the things that some of the feedback that we got was breaking into retail pods. So people who are having their first time going into retail, people who are already in retail, their first retailers, and then people who are kind of in multiple retailers. So we be on the lookout for that. We're going to be bringing Ron back. And then, as we mentioned, one of the questions that came out was about third-party sellers to help you get into retail. So we have a third-party partner. So we're going to kick off with Ron, a third-party seller who specifically focuses on helping Black-owned brands get into retail. So we'll do a fireside chat about what that looks like, what you need to know. We're also bringing in someone from retail who Lisa is working with and curating. So we'll have our founder to founder. We'll have a third party who focuses on getting you into retailer. We'll also have our retail partners on. So I think this is going to be really fun. Apologies for my last minute pivot with Jenny, but we'll bring back all of the speakers that we did have scheduled in May. So if you want to participate in that, let us know. But this is something that continues to come up. At the same time, our Macy's program continues to go strong. I think we're up to 27 founders that we're partnering with Macy's. We're also working with Bloomingdale's. I know that the first list of founders to Bloomingdale's has gone out. So if you have interest in that, make sure that you're emailing founders@thebraintrust.com. I know that Jenny has also been in touch with you with a few requests for prom-specific brands, as well as Mother Day brands. So definitely big opportunity. Let's stay close on that. We also have programming on demand on the platform. So whenever you go into the app and you go at the end, I'll show you, but I want to keep going since we have so much to get through. But whenever you go into the app, there is an on-demand learning section. So any programming that we have, we always put it on the on-demand learning. So as soon as you get there, the first thing you'll see is our 8-week Chase program that also has worksheets. All of the programming that we've done literally in the past six months to a year is all there. So make sure that you check all of that out. This is the latest programming that we've incorporated. We also want to welcome so many fantastic founders to the platform. So anytime we get into the community, we always meet new founders that we want to support. Thank you to you guys for all of the introductions. We really, really appreciate it. You know, our goal is to really create a community and to be together and have a resource where we can help to grow our businesses together. So we welcome all of our new founders. We're making sure that we get them into the app. And we're also making sure that we can partner some of our founders who have been here with some of our new founders. So Jenny and I and the team, we're kind of working on like new member meetups. And then we're also working on more office hours that we'll talk about. But if you are friends, if you've recommended these new founders, please just thank you. Make sure that they feel welcome. And I think the thing that I say so much to all of our founders is that we're going to put out all of the content and we're going to create the app. But you know, really, we need you on the other side, giving us feedback, participating, and joining like all of you are today. So make sure that you welcome all of our new founders as well. This is a great graphic that I'll let play, but we'll send it to you that the team created that just has everybody on. So next up, we also have our past founder promotions. So this is something that we're going to be rolling out. For those of you that participated in Ron Robinson's Power Shopping Hour, that was really to celebrate his one-day sale for his new product on Ulta. We also worked with Kim for her launch of HSN, where we had that live streaming in the app. It's also in the app on demand. So we really want to make sure that we are promoting everything that you do. This is our Instagram feed. We also are doing, you'll notice on here, Larry Sims and Gab Union. Larry is one of our new founders. He's also Gab Union's co-founder in their hair care brand called Flawless. They have a grant competition that they're doing that we are supporting. So we're trying to use our platform and everyone's platform to help support and promote each other. So if you do have a new product coming out, you're going to be on HSN, QVC, you're winning an award, make sure that you email us so that we can figure out how to promote. And that's through the app, through the platform, bringing Leah on to talk about her book. We want to make sure that this is a space to celebrate you. We also have some team news. So our very own Blake Newby. Blake, let me see where you, let me scroll through my my screen here. Hi, Blake.
Hi.
So we love the team. Blake just had an amazing feature. I was like, Blake, I love this positioning for you. You look beautiful. Just had an amazing feature in Beauty Insider. Blake, I'll let you talk about the trends in just a second, but Blake is also moving into a venture scout role as part of our Brain Trust Fund. So we've talked about the funds. Lisa Stone, co-founder, CIO for the fund is on, and we've done a lot to just make sure that not only are we creating Brain Trust Founders Studio through community mentorship and education, but that through our funds, we can also be a source of capital where applicable and where appropriate. So Blake is moving into a venture scout role. So this is a great article about it. And what that means is that Blake is really going to be helping us to look at what's hot and what's trending. And alongside of this, Ryan Pierce, who you all know is our venture analyst, he is going to be launching office hours. So between the team and all of us, you know, we're constantly doing office hours. And so Ryan will be sending out a Calendly link so that he can, I think they're Friday office hours with Ryan, but we encourage you to take advantage of that. Ryan comes to us from WeFunder. He's also a founder himself, started his first company, went to WeFunder, was doing a lot of the capital initiatives there. Worked with Kim Lewis on Curl Mix and really does these amazing kind of diligence memos and trend reports on what's happening. So we're excited for that. And Blake, I will turn it over to you to talk about the trends that you're seeing before we wrap things up.
Yes, so the next slide, it should be, is it on the next slide? Uh-oh.
Wait, Blake. Oh no, did we not have your slide?
Oh, wait, no, did I put it in the wrong? There was a slide. So, well, the slide that I did, it highlights some different founders. Let me see, Kendra, if I go into the drive, if I can
Oh,
find.
you know what, Blake, get your slide and I'll do founder wins real quick and I'll let you close it out.
Oh, perfect. Okay, perfect.
Okay. So founder wins, you guys, oh my gosh, like it's the wins are happening every single day. And you know, we love a good celebration. So we try and capture these as much as we can through social. Please do not be afraid to hit us up with your wins. Founders at the Brain Trust, as you know, in the app, we're constantly dropping them. So Dion Phillips, D-Lashes, she is reopening her salon. Great press release there. Ariane Long, Entrepreneurista of the Year. Nikeo, Drugstore News. She's also now rolling out in 600 Targets. Davlin, recent article in the Washington Post. Kim and Tim rolling out. People Magazine. Be Rooted is in E-News. Oma and LYS have been featured. We had our L shout outs. We have Veg Out Magazine, E-News. I'm going quickly, but they're all here. Davlin also in the Zoe report. We have LYS who launched on PBC, Ron Robinson Birdie. We talked about Beauty Insider. We also have Sharon Shooter received the Female Founder of the Year Award, Mary Claire UK. Kim Roxy was on CBS Morning, which she talks about being interviewed with Gayle King. Also, let's see, Kim Lewis, ABC 7 Chicago. There's a lot happening. So if I missed your shout out, know that it's here. We will also post these in the app. If we missed you, please make sure that you're sending them to us. We want to make sure that we're posting on LinkedIn, that we're posting in social, and that more importantly, we are celebrating each other. So thank you to everyone. Congratulations. And Blake, if you have your slide.
I think Taya knows where the slide is.
Okay.
Or if you reopen and reload, if you just like put your presentation back up, I found the slide.
Okay. Here we go. I've got it, guys. Let me get us back going.
And I will go through this super fast.
Oh wait, hold on, guys.
It's on the slide 12.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back.
There we go. And I figured it was
go.
super appropriate and super on trend with the time. But speaking about beauty buzz and founder positioning, it's on the heels of, if you all saw Sharon's incredible founder win, and that's why she's listed specifically. So founder positioning in a brand. And I've listed, as you guys see on the side, there's some incredible Black female founders who have truly positioned themselves at the forefront of their brand. So a lot of questions that I get is it necessary? I tell people all the time, as there is a renaissance for Black owned beauty founders, I think that there's no better time than now to showcase yourself as well as your brand when pushing forward the overall image of your brand, the value add and the age of relatability. When we see, I talk about TikTok a lot, as you all know, but it matters because I think that everybody wants to relate. I think everybody wants to relate to a brand. Everybody wants to find that common thread with a brand. And I think that it's important to brand ethos to have you all truly at the forefront, your faces, so that people know you just as much as they know their product, know your product. Social media prioritization, I've been asked, is it just as important that I drive my personal social media as it is my brand social media? And to that, my answer is always yes. I think that it is incredibly important, especially as Black women, seizing press opportunities. It's often inquired about, well, do I talk more about the brand or do I talk more about myself? But I think that it's also important that whenever speaking about the brand, see ways that you can insert your brand story, things about yourself, and finding the balance, becoming the star. I recently was speaking to a CMO of a very large makeup brand, not Black owned, but a super large makeup brand that's very popular. And she was saying that one of the issues that they had was that one of their founders all of a sudden was super into, you know, kind of becoming the face of the brand and things like that. And it's about not forgetting the goal of the brand, right, which is the product and which is the marketing of the actual brand first, and the founder second. And so I think it's just important to find that balance. Again, this will go inside of the platform. We're zooming through this, but this in a much more detailed one-sheeter will be going into the platform. But in short, I think that it is incredibly beneficial if we see all of you beautiful ladies' faces at the forefront of the brand. I know that it's not for everybody, but as much as you can put your face on the brand social media, as much as you can advertise the brand on your own personal social media, I think that it drives forth an even bigger value add to the brand and to your own personal brands. So that is that in a nutshell. Again, it will be in the platform with a much more extensive one-sheeter with more how-tos and more tangible ways to further position yourself as the face of the brand if you are looking to do so.
Thank you so much, Blake. I always like hear you talk about it because you've done such a great job of it. And we're always like in an interesting balance of me versus brands. And, you know, as we're hearing from retailers, they continue to ask us, but how is the founder showing up and how is the founder differentiating? So to Blake's point, within our section for all things Blake and trends, it will be included in the ad. Make sure you're following Blake, especially on TikTok. She's got a great balance. Blake, you do a really good job of it. So thank you. We can all learn. So with that, I know that we are right on time, but we want to open it up to any questions, thoughts, comments, needs, shares that anyone has.
Hi, Kendra. I have a question. When are we going to receive more details about Essence Festival, the Beauty Bazaar House?
So we will send you the dates. What we're working on right now is venue. And that's why we're trying to kind of get a sense of who's participating, who will be there. Last year we were at Veyons. If you participated last year, actually, maybe Jenny can send out a survey. We got great feedback from that location, less than a mile from the convention center, 2 floors, restaurant. We had 8 activations there, including a day party with the jazz band. So we've got great feedback for that venue. We're talking to them about being there again. We're also talking about being in the convention center. So much of it is driven by the space that we need and the brand partners. So all of our founders' houses are activated through brand partners, but we'll make sure that you have the dates June 30th through July 3rd. We'll put that into the community, and then we'll also send out a survey to see who will possibly be there.
Okay, and then I have one more follow-up question. For the New York Fashion Week, can I message you on the side? Because I typically work with designers for New York Fashion Week, and I would love to do something around that because I had plans to do like an activation with the nail artists I typically work with. So I would love to see how we can incorporate that. And I don't want to overlap because I still want to attend what you guys are doing as well.
Well, and there could be a great opportunity. So we're doing the Black Beauty Experience. So we're doing the beauty experience in New York and in Martha's Vineyard. But it's an opportunity to have actual application. So the Black Beauty Bazaar is really focused on selling products, live shopping. The Black Beauty Experience is the lead into the bazaar, but more about getting your nails done, getting a hair touch up, getting a lip, getting a brow. So there could be ways to incorporate. I will say this, and you guys know, make sure that you email also that to founders@thebraintrust.com. We'll drop it in the chat. CC me. I know, and I want to make sure everyone knows that I am doing the best I can to get back over email. But please make sure you guys, someone sent me an email and was like, it seems like you don't have time for me. And I was literally in tears, which the team knows. And my question was only like, what do you want to talk about? Because I'm good at certain things, but the team is great at other things. And so it's helpful when you email us to just let us know, because the only reason I was asking is because sometimes I don't have the answers. A lot of times I don't have the answers. And so instead of waiting for me to be able to get on an hour-long call for like 3 weeks, sometimes it's better to, like, if you want information on Macy's and Bloomingdale's, that's not me. That's Jenny and the team. But I was so like, no, I want to talk to everybody. But just make sure that you email founders at the Brain Trust as well as me, so that we can make sure that we get an answer. And with Ryan coming on to do office hours, he can also jam through things, or he can connect into the right place. But please send us an email. Anyone who's activating, please let us know so that we can do things together, and we can provide support and make the experience even bigger.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So
All right,
Kendra, this is
guys.
Anne, if I can jump in?
Yes,
Or are we
go
raising-
Ann.
So I put this question in the chat, but for the folks who are in Macy's, I wanted to know, is there a place in a space where we could come together to share notes on how to be successful on that?
Oh, that's a great idea. Yes, and especially since we're doing the retail month, we can absolutely do that. That's a great idea.
Okay, I'll let you run with it.
You're like, you got it. You're like, you got it. Absolutely, I love that. Yep, we can make that happen.
Great, thank you.
Yumi, your hand is raised. Is your hand raised?
Hi, sorry guys. I'm with my niece. Trying to be a good auntie. Okay. I have I have an announcement, but also I have to give flowers to somebody, because I just have really felt like I've been so blessed by this community. I want to first thank, my flowers is to Makiba. She has been so kind to me, and so genuine. You all know, as founders, sometimes it can be extremely lonely, and you can reach out to people, and sometimes it's not, you don't know how they're going to respond. But I just want to give shout out to Makiba, because she has been so kind to me. She has been very generous with information. She has been very supportive of my brand. And I just want to give flowers to her for that, because that means a lot to me. She's been in the game for a long time, and like, she's just really humble. And I found her through Brain Trust. And if I didn't come here, I wouldn't have found her. And so I just want to give her some flowers, and thank you for talking to me when I first got on, and have been always been very open to talk back to me. Okay, yeah, that's corny, but like, I just want to say thank you.
It's not corny, it's good.
Also, I know we have a lot of founders here, but I'm having my first ever summit May 6th in New York City. That is the first of its kind for a Black woman wellness summit. And we have our very own queen, Kendra, speaking, and I am really excited about that. And I just want everyone to know that it is going to be donation based from $20. So if you want to have wellness, travel, entrepreneurship, you want a really good day where you can learn a lot about the travel wellness space, I would highly suggest that you come. I'll post everything about it. And if you want to collaborate with me in any form, my DMs are always open on Brain Trust Founders Studio. Hit me up, please. I don't want to do anything alone. Hit me up. I'm happy to share and support and do anything. If you want me to say anything about your brand, if you want a gift, if you want to do anything, it is my first time. I am scared out of my mind. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I really am excited.
I'm like, we got your back. We will be there. We will be there supporting you.
Yes. So you guys, please follow me on Brain Trust to find more about that information. It's May 6th.
We'll make sure. I know that we'll be there, and Yumi, we're talking about what we can do and seeing if we can bring our Black Beauty Bazaar. So we want to support Yumi. It's such a big undertaking what she's doing. We will make sure, I know I have the dates, but we'll make sure that that we post them in the community, Ryan. I think Taya had to jump, but we can make sure we get everything there. Thank you so much. And let me see the hand raised. Raina, hey!
Hey, everyone. So yeah, Yumi, great to hear about the summit you have coming up. I definitely will talk to you offline about Purple Raina. You know, it's hemp CBD, pain relief, skincare, aromatherapy, all in one. So yeah, definitely, I will be in touch. And then, yeah, thanks, Anne, for bringing that up about the Macy's Marketplace, because I was going to ask the same thing, like who else participating and can we kind of share, share some info, best practices, everything, so that's it.
Absolutely. Yes. You know what, you guys, it's so helpful. Like when I called Jenny and I was like, oh my gosh, we got to change April to retail. Everyone needs it. We absolutely will make sure. I'll actually text Jacqueline from Macy's now, but we will get that done. And what we'll do is we can send Ryan, we should, we'll put together a master list of the Macy's I'm using cohort loosely. And then we can create graphics for everybody to kind of swap with each other with branding like we did for Founders House, because I know as you guys are posting on LinkedIn, we're trying to catch it. And then we'll do a specific one and bring in that team and others who have had success in Macy's to help. So thank you for that. Keep those ideas coming. And then, yes, Martha's Vineyard, it is the 8th through the 10th. For MV. So we'll make sure that we put those dates in the master calendar. All right. Oh, wait, Lucian, didn't you have something? Did you, wait, I saw it in the very beginning. Lucian, talk about your crowdfunding platform.
Oh, it's not my platform.
Or your work.
I would love to own, have all the money come to me, but it's WeFunder. I'm doing a fundraising on WeFunder. I'm looking for the link to share.
Oh, I dropped it in for you.
Okay,
I got you.
And I was asking if I can add you as an advisor because you've been instrumental in my progress in the last year or so. So, what do you say?
Like, can you give me an answer now? I will talk to you offline.
Oh, maybe later. I don't know. I'm the right person. So yeah, we're raising an angel round, and I'm just working on the platform right now to get some feedback on do I look good on camera? Am I am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? I don't know. Does the message come across? Is my accent too weird? What else should I add here? Make it look good. Like some feedback would be great.
Well, Ryan, our very own Ryan, was at WeFunder. That's where we poached him from. And he has run, Ryan, I don't want to speak for you, but Ryan, jump in, because this is his lane. He was at WeFunder.
Yeah, I think for time purposes, I think you and I should probably take this offline. But in short, I've worked with over 230 founders, plus raised millions of dollars through WeFunder. So I'm very familiar with the strategy and the process and the approach. I'd love to chat offline and talk more in depth about this because I've got a lot to see and a lot to say, and I love what you're doing. So
thank you, Ryan. Yeah, please send me your phone number so we can chat.
And
thank you, guys. Thank you, Kendra.
Yeah, of course. And that's like literally, you guys, I met Ryan and I was like, oh no, you're coming with us. And Ryan's been our venture analyst ever since. And I think what we'll probably do, Lucy, and that's a great point, as part of our retail workshop. And I guess, Ryan, we don't have to do this in April, but we can do a WeFunder, how to get involved with WeFunder. We are going to be doing some stuff with Republic as well as WeFunder. Ryan also works with the team at Republic. So maybe we'll do a whole crowdfunding thing in May. And Ryan, you can lead that and we'll bring in Republic.
Can I also give a shout out to Fun Black Founders who
I
work with myself?
Yes. Is that Renee?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Renee. I was just with her at South by Southwest. We absolutely should. That's a great idea. So we can bring her in, we can bring in the Republic team, the WeFunder team. What we're trying to do and kind of how Ryan and I first connected, I have this vision that we would have a Brain Trust Founders Studio kind of like portal within one of these platforms, and all of our founders who want to participate would have their own pages. But the hardest part of crowdfunding is the network. So if we can raise as a larger network, then I think it will help. So it takes some of the pressure off of our founders. And like my goal is that when you join the studio, it's basically like, do you want to join crowdfunding? And then you automatically go into our shared community. And then that way we're just like helping, and you get the visibility and the exposure. And then because people want to invest in different things. So very much someone could be part of Lucian, could be, you know, like could be part of all of these opportunities. So that's what Ryan and I are trying to tackle with him, to help crowdfund as a community versus a single, and take some of the weight off of trying to do it. So Katia, that's great. Black Girls Ventures. Okay, perfect. So we can reach out to them and get some support, and maybe we can just join what they're doing.
The other concept is, because, you know, this is a growing and large enough community. I don't know if there are any West Indians in here, but is the Susu concept.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great way to, I mean, a lot of folks are buying houses with that.
Yes.
Not in this space, but there's you know, a community of people give on a monthly basis, and then at some point the
You
money
get
comes
the-
to you.
I would love to talk to you about that. My family does that and has had some success. It worked on one side of my family and not the other. So I think it's the chain. It's the chain. But absolutely, we should talk about that, because when it works really well. Okay. All right, Taya, we've got our notes. Ryan, thank you for bearing with us without Jenny this week. But this is fantastic. We know we have lots of things to drop in. We will put this in the on-demand learning center. We'll also send around the deck. Founders at the Brain Trust, if you need anything, ideas, let's just be in community and support each other. And we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.